everybody. It's the start of the 2024 rock picking season. We've done some alterations on mobile camp. Reed. It is April 4th, or I think it's the 12th. Well, we got our new member Jacka out here farting around with its mom. Mobile camp. There's his mom, and the Jacka's running around thinking it's a Reed. But anyway, so I want to show. That's right. Probably might have to edit the video. But anyway.
You're welcome.
Yeah, for all you bet rodders, Hoblin's telling me to edit. Keep it off the skyline, but we got some good conditions. Everything's really, really nice right now. Haven't hardly seen us hurt us soul.
You can put
So I'm gonna start the razor and get going. What are you doing home?
the water thing over here. In the
Okay, all right, okay.
So you can wash the hands and I wash the dishes. This one had the blood in it.
Jackie's maiden voyage and she's running around and she's actually doing really good.
Jackie, good girl. So I can be able to open and get the water? How am I gonna get the water that way? Just not over here.
Good Lord, you see what I have to deal with. Well, 9 something right now. And what I'm doing is I'm circling the bottom of Clay Ridge, kind of sneaking up on it'd be the north side of it. We're above found the square, malachite laced sandstones, some kind. Well, I'm finally coming into some. See a little botryoidal, see a little bit of crystal jerseys. Some decent big seam of quartz crystals. One of them ones that you just can't really do anything with. But we're getting hot, and I'm not very far from that damn Clay Ridge. I didn't see a goddamn thing except for a couple of little pinches of a little bit of brain rock, and that's about it. So anyway, I'm going to turn around so you can see my mug. All right, there I am. But I'll tell you, what a pretty day. What a pretty day. Well, it's been about an hour since last time I talked to Hoblin. She's about ready to head out of camp, head up to Agatha Claim. Well, I just going along. It's been really slow. Nothing, no keepers and stuff. But I did come across. I think I'm gonna have some pop right here and come across this big nodular. He's broken. He's tubular. He does have some fortification bands, and he's not overly fractured or anything like that. I think he's probably near. I've got a couple pretty good ones, but that one's definitely coming with me. So, but anyway, like I said, it's tough. I'm north of Clay Ridge, Clay Meadows, and below bona fide Clay Ridge. There's Clay Meadows and then there's Clay Ridge, and then I'm going to head down towards on that knob that I discovered right at the end of last year that needs looked at a little bit. So anyway, pardon me. Anyway, well, it's been a little while since I've checked in, but I may have found something that's relatively special. I've seen it just barely poking out, but every time I see it's got this hard black material packed around it, but this is a very large, so you can see that black shit. That's how I found Jaws. So I'm gonna see See, it's moving just slightly. I got the pick over in my pack, but I've been finding, you know, and like I said, super selective, and I've been finding a few big ones, but they just don't have any type of fortifications or anything like that. What the hell's that? Oh, what the hell is that? That is a big freaking agate of some kind right there. That was its twin sitting there. Well, okay. Well, you're just going to have to get to digging. I'll show you when I get done. Well, besides jaws, that is definitely the biggest agate nodule that I have found. Lord, my saw will cut it. You can see how, here, I'll put the like that, but it's the whole thing. I said it's just too dirty. I don't have any water. It's heavy as shit, but you can just see how it's just solid agate. And then here's some twins, and I was doing some whack-a-mole and trying to figure out, you know, what's agate, what's not. So my pack wasn't too heavy, but all of a sudden it really gained some weight. That ain't so good. But I'm gonna go get my pack, and then I'm gonna dig in this area, because maybe there's more of this shit, because I walked all morning long, and how about days and days and days, and I haven't found anything, not in this kind of area. Besides jaws, it's like that. So anyway, back out. It's 4 o'clock or so. Now I'm picking in the zone that I'm underneath my new claim. Let's see what the heck. Buzz done pretty good on Agatha Hill. But I'll have to show you some of these things on the bottom, on the hillside underneath my new claim. Okay, I picked up some big geodes. So here, just a second, I'll show you. See how big that damn mama is. Can't tell what's in it. Oh my gosh, these are just nice. Big, heavy, solid. You know, so we'll see. But, just cruising along. But the big ones came from the bottom there. And then I mean, just kind of listen, the whole hillside's just mostly dirt. I'm sure those agates are heavy, and they actually sink down into the dirt where the claim is right over there. But it's freaking still too hot. Got me some sandwiches. I just didn't want to stove up. I knew that I was hot right here. But with the load that I had, I couldn't do anything. So, but anyway, we'll I'm gonna after I work this hillside over here, I'll actually then comb this ridge, work my way down and stuff like that. So that's how I'm kind of choosing break the things apart. So anyway, it's a little bit. Well, just got back to camp, and I found some good material up and underneath of a large agate claim, and I've pretty much got it swept up and in there, all through underneath Clay Meadow and Clay Ridge and all that. Buzz over there in Agate Hill, or Agatha Hill, and I found some very big geodes and lumps of agate. So my feet are tired. It's been a long day. But I have been very selective, and I've been able to get a considerable amount of material today. It's pretty handsome, huh? Well, I'm out. Bud's not out yet. And she's going to bring the razor up. We're on Agatha Hill, and I walked the whole thing. I got back into this zone that produces the toads, where she got her champion rock. I'll stretch it up like this. Well, I was going along, not saying anything. That's how it is. And then I seen that little bit right there sticking out of the ground. And look how big that is. And this is on the same hill as the champion one came from. So this is looking real good. So I don't know about this freaking hill. It's the gayest damn thing in the world. Sorry for gay people out there, but it's freaking stupid. Well, it's been a little bit. Now it's noon, and I'm on the backhand side of Agatha Claim, and kind of in the roundabouts. I haven't found it yet, the big one that I dug out last year, but I just located this big one here. Said he's a big one, he's carryable, he's cuttable. So I'll show you how big he is. Alright, there he is. Okay, but I just don't see any fortification bands or anything like that. It's just a big old chunk of agate. And so I'm going to mark it on my GoPro, or on my map. And, you know, for future reference, I'll try to disguise him with the lichen and stuff sitting there. But he's just sitting there right by that sagebrush. I'm not seeing anything else, like he came from somewhere above. So anyway, I'll go ahead and continue on, but I haven't heard anything on the hob. I surveyed and went around, and I've got a few things here and there, but I'm really after one of those champion, or some of those champion nodulars that Christina picked off of this thing. That thing was just awesome. So hopefully the agate that I found yesterday is prettier looking than what this one could be, because I tell you, if there's a chunk that I could break off easily, I'd cut it, see what the hell it looks like, because I learned my lesson. Just because it's an agate does not mean it's going to be pretty. I'm trying to get a little better at filming, but we'll see. But anyway, it's beautiful. The sun went away. It's really comfortable. Well, I've hit the Motherload. I have agates all over the place. I don't have geodes, but I have agates around. There's a big old agate right there. See those peels and weird shit and stuff that's in that. Right on there like that. Then look at that. That whole stone right there is an agate. The whole stinking thing. But it's just all over. It's different. You can just see that everything that's kind of whitish looking and stuff. There's quartz plates. There's dense chalcedony. There's calcite. I've seen some dogtooth quartz crystals. I just haven't seen a geode yet, but it's got to be here. And this one area is thick as thieves. So this is where I would actually maybe do a little bit of digging right now. So I'm really going to go zigging back and forth around this ridge stuff. But yeah, look at that big old agate right there. Anyway, all right, the quest continues. That's freaking tough, but we are finding for some reason, this place is got it. I mean, you can see the yellow ones. See the yellow one? Let's see if I can zero in on her. Right there. Let's see here. Yeah, see that yellow? You know, so that's all agatized material. So, anyway, well, I have just found my first petrified wood. They call this a round. You can see the rings. Look at it. It's absolutely perfectly petrified. Ain't that something neat? Hey, that's a first. Hell yeah. That's the find of the day so far, but that's cool as shit. Guaranteed that's petrified wood. Guaranteed. Look at that. That's cool as hell. Alrighty, man. This is cool. Well, as you can see, the wind just got too bad. So what I did is started slow trolling on that side hill. And my favorite is what I call perfectly mimicked petrified wood. You can fool anybody. They think it's a piece of wood, and then when they go to pick it up, it feels like a lead brick. And that's my favorite. Every little cell has been completely duplicated, almost like foundry. Then you have your agatized and your opalized. And there's a chunk for sure. That one that kind of looks a little blue right there on the bottom right, that actually is agatized wood there. And then the one that I'm showing, my highlight, that's still my very favorite that I've ever found. It's got a knot on the side of it that is absolutely perfectly mimicked. So I'm there, and we'll get back to action. Well, sun's coming up. Might be a little glare there. Anyway, I've found a little bit more. Almost missed it. And I went down below where I found my best round that I've ever found. And I still haven't found anything down there. Not anything. All up here. So I almost missed the last piece. I found it in basically my waste dirt. But so I'm gonna slowly methodically just backfilling the stuff that you see right here. Put it back in the hole. Here's still Hoblin's hole. Right there. You can barely see it now. I kind of dig bigger holes than Hoblin. She's a hell of a mole though. But yeah, I kind of ran dry here. Sun's starting to get me. I think it's about 9:30, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, slow process, but we got, some pretty decent material. Put it in my little bag here. That's probably the last one that I almost missed. It was that one right there. You can see it's just a nice solid, got bark on it and so forth. But that one's still a beauty that I found. So I'm thinking about actually doing a little bit of a survey and going above here and walking up on this hill a little bit. See if I can find any more float. I've seen quite a bit of, walking over here, quite a bit of sedimentary rocks and so forth. And that you can see the rings and that. Oop, get the shadow off of it. There we go. There we go. Well, anyway, slow process. But this is what you can find if you just get to looking and then digging. The petrified wood that I found the other day, I didn't like it as much because it's like the normal petrified wood that people find. It's not really preserved. It's kind of slowly rotted, and God, I was so pissed off on that big round because it almost looked like a base of the tree, but it was just rotted. You'd have to treat it like a dinosaur fossil and take it out little chunk by little chunk. And I've kind of determined that what I want to find basically is my pick won't hurt it. So I just keep dredging. I don't chomp, I just dredge. And then in the softer soil, and most of the time it's a rock, and sometimes it's a round. So, and then once I find a round, I start going at it. So, but anyway, we'll check back in a few. Well, next morning, about 6:45, and you don't recognize it, I am in petrified wood, and this is where we found the last rounds. And I'm going to clean this place up a little bit and do some excavating. I'm going to see if I can find some more. I'll probably go down when I dig above, and then I'm probably going to go down where that flagging tape is down there and excavate down below it and see, because it's all I got to go by. There's some more soil, more conditions that look like this on the way over here, but I haven't seen any float of any kind. So anyway, safe chickens down below. Sun's coming up. Pretty morning. Now I'm gonna go this way. I believe it is damn near 1 o'clock, and I had walked and made a survey. I had found nothing but one little chip, and I have excavated I don't know how much. If I turn around here, what I'm doing is I'm acting like a dredge. So I dug a big hole down where you seen this morning, down below where I had actually found that material a few weeks ago. And here's Hublin's hole right here. Okay, so I'm digging. I can't find nothing, ain't finding nothing. So, okay, so then what I've done is I've done another dredge down below where my pack is. And as you can see, I'm whittling into the hillside. See that flagging tape? That's where the best round that I've found when I was on the surface was found. It was right there. Okay. Now I started digging just above it. Started digging around because it was right underneath that piece of sagebrush right there. Not found nothing. Nothing in that. It's got good type of material, sandy soil and stuff, but I had found not a damn licking nothing. Okay, so then I said, well, I'm about ready to, I've had enough here for today. You can see Hoblin's hole. Okay. So it works pretty good because you're kind of backfilling where you've dredged. So it's kind of like a gold dredge. Well, I said, well, I'll come over here. So I threw some big rocks off the hill right here. That was kind of this is where I found the second biggest round that I found on the surface when I located this spot. Okay, here's Hoblin's hole. Here's the flagging tape. So I cleaned off this pile of rocks that was up here, this and that and the other, and so you can see I start raking with my pick. Rake. Well, lo and behold, this pops up, which is my first round. And I said, God almighty. So I'm sitting there going, good please. So I put it in my pocket. Start raking a little more, a little deeper. I mean, it's like right in here. And lo and behold, found a big piece of round. can't really see, it's too dirty. But that's a big piece. Okay, there's Hoblin's hole. There's that big piece sitting right there. This shit is freaking like a needle in a haystack. So that's pretty neat. It's a good one. You can see the bark. So it's a good one. So I'm gonna start digging with that. Tell you, I need a pop. I'm gonna dig a little more and stuff like that because I'm getting mighty dry. I start seeing that really rusty, sandy soil. That's what I'm really starting to see the surface down. But anyway, well, that I would show you that. And guess what? Now, see that one? Now I get to do this.